Going to Cape Town, it's not the easy game against City on their own ground. Even this season, already they have scored a number of times. Last season, I think they were one of the highest scoring teams. But we are mindful about that. It's about keeping them out and hoping to snatch it, because defensively also they do concede. As we saw against the Royal AM this weekend as well. They conceded. Yes, they played to a goalless draw the previous game against SuperSport, but there's enough facts and evidence that say that we will create a chance. It's about taking it on the day, and being in a away leg in the first round. It's a bit tougher, because also you don't want to really concede and come home on a clean slate or with the advantage in your behind you.
Coach Brandon, like I said, my name is Walter Mabeba. I'm a freelance journalist. Coming into this competition, the statistics show that Morocco Swallows won the cup competition 3 times, firstly, twice under the auspices of the BP Top 8 in 1975 and 1979, and under the auspices of the MTN8 in 2012. So what will it mean for you, as a coach, for the supporters and the whole team, to advance into the finals of this cup competition and maybe end up being victorious?
Yeah, personally will mean a lot, but I think for the supporters and for the brand of Swallows, it will mean even more, considering where we came from and how we got here as well. 2012 was a long time ago, but now we are writing a new chapter. I am in my 2nd season with the club, and hopefully this is the time where we should be winning things, considering how we built and where we come from as well. But winning it, we still have to get into a final, and we still have to get past a very tricky opponent in Cape Town City. So I think let's get past the semi-final first, and then we can talk about winning it. But it will mean a lot.
Thanks, Fatwani. Hi, Coach. I just wanted to ask you, you just go back to your first point. You said you don't want to go back home with a black mark behind your name from the first leg. Is that, am I right in saying then it's going to be a little bit more of a cagey game from you? And how will you make it cagey? Will you sort of sit back in the beginning and let them play a little bit, or will you kind of adopt that policy throughout the whole game? And then if I may ask a second question, from what you've seen of all of the teams so far, do you think that you guys are the fittest this early stage of the season, particularly with an impressive pressing game that we've seen on television over the last few matches?
Conditioning wise, I still have a few guys that's below par. Yes, the pressing game is one of our trademarks, one of our tactics that we would like to implement. But going to Cape Town as well, and considering our last 2 games were in a space of 72 hours. So the fatigue and the best legs available on the day will also determine our tactics. Already we had Wandisile Labika out against Amazulu. We also had Chisbo Makwena who pulled up. We had Kitten and Louvo also came off with stiff muscles. And we also had Wapi Masondo, who had a very tough 20 minutes when I spoke to him after the game as well. So there's guys who the quality is there, but is not ready to start the game or to give us a bit more. So it's about the tactics, but it's not in our DNA to sit back. But we will make a game of it. We have to be mindful about the special players that Cape Town City have at their disposal. And Ndoda's back. Ndisani is one of, since last season and starting the season the way he did now as well, is a key player for them. And then also Terence, Relani. There's so many players on the offensive side that can hurt you at any moment. So, it will be a bit back. They are vulnerable to a counter attack as well, and it's their home game. They have to come out and attack and have to get something at home.
Coach, Rob Delpit in Cape Town. Hope you're well. Coach, what different will you be expecting from Eric Tinkler's Cape Town City compared to the City you faced last season? And also just playing at Athlone Stadium, obviously a stadium you're familiar with and a whole host of your players are, so it's not completely uncharted grounds.
Yeah, it's nice to go back to Athlone Stadium. Yeah, some good memories there as well. Not so good as well, but with previous employers. But having said that, coming back to the game as well, Robbie is Tinkler, Coach Tinkler has brought about a bit of steel, a bit of bite in the team. That's his character. That's the way he played as well. So yeah, you could see it in the first game against AmaZulu, the 50-50s. Cape Town City were very dominant in it as well. So the steel, the bite in midfield, the way the coach, his personality is, that's much more evident with this coach there, with Coach Tinkler that they have now. So yeah, a bit of steel, but we can still see the patterns, the build-up play from previous coach or from Cape Town City. That's what the philosophy and the playing structure. Mubara, Phyllis, they have a new keeper as well who did exceptionally well in the previous games that we watched. So as much as they have a new keeper, but the build-up patterns, this playing style, what Coach Eric has added is the bite, is the 50-50 tackles, it's the aggression in the team, and that argues well with the high pressing team, especially at home. So if they will try to disrupt our build-up, they will try to press us high. It's how we manage it, and that's where the tactics comes in.
Afternoon, Coach. Hope you're well. Spear from Front Runner. Yesterday in your post-match conference, after the match, you looked very agitated. Not sure what ticked you off, but I want to know, are there any positives that you took from yesterday's game? Looking forward to your match against Cape Town City. Thank you.
Yeah, the positives that came out the game, it's also I think it's a two-edged sword. It can be positive and negative at the same time. It's the fact that we had to play within a space of 3 days, and 1 day was for traveling. We couldn't train much and prepare well for that for the AmaZulu game. The fact that they also had 2 days more rest than us. Conditioning-wise, I was happy, but also the game took a lot out of my players. So putting the best 11 on the park this weekend against Cape Town City is going to be a challenge. The agitating part as well is, speaking about that, is the chances we created. At this level, from the 2 chances, we should have taken 1 at least. At this level, you have to punish that type of mistakes, and we lead them off the hook in the first half. And it's not the first time. We saw it against Royal AM as well. In our previous game, we came in at normal. So many chances created in the first half. And we had it again in the first half against AmaZulu. But also towards the later stages of the game, we lost our shape a bit. It could be down to the substitutions. It could be down to conditioning as well. So it's things we have to look into and to dissect and analyze. But it's Thursday today, tomorrow is 1 day, and then Saturday again we're traveling. So yeah, there's not much time to work on things. We have to get on with it. Look, they played yesterday as well. They have a 2-hour flight to Cape Town, and I can't say that we are alone at this disadvantage. For them, it's the same. So let's see Sunday which 11s are on the park.
It says, please ask the coach. This for me. How is the coach taking it to be in this competition for the first time in his coaching career, and what will be the ideal result in the first leg?
It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve in the sense the pressure is different to our league game. There's time to prepare as well. Other teams, while they are not playing and preparing for match and recovering, we have to prepare for a game as well. Also with the MTN8, we started a week before other teams as well. So the planning is different. The magnitude of the game is different. The hype around the game is different as well. The pressure from supporters, the pressure from management, from the club as well. It's different to league games. With the league, it's different. It's 30 games to get it right. But with cup competitions, it's knockout. You have to get it right on the day. Fortunately enough, this is a two-legged affair, home and away, and the Saturday we are hoping to come away with a clean sheet and maybe have a goal or advances to take with us to the top symbol.